What you gonna do, America, when Trumpomania runs wild on you? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling and Kamala Harris. She was at the wrong place, at the wrong time, at the wrong event, at the wrong year. If you know the promo, you know the promo, but there was a man at the right place at the right time. You tell me, McMahon, that Donald Trump could just be any guy that you put in that candidate position? Hell no. Hogan has spoken. Donald Trump has been victorious in the 2024 US presidential election, and Hulk Hogan's loving life. He's flexing the pythons. He's going, oh, brother, brother, brother. Hopefully he doesn't have a back injury like he did in 2005 when he was a lot skinnier and played by a sexy boy.
Absolutely, but I tell you what, it's sad when wrestling only gets interesting when something outside of it happens. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, this is the most drama, this is the most interest that we've seen in wrestling for a long time. You've got people happy Trump won, you've got people not happy Trump won, you've got people taking digs at people that are happy that Trump won, you've got people that are calling others communists who don't support Trump and then getting banned from events that were going to give them a booking. So yeah, you've got a lot of stuff going on right now, and nobody's talking about Raw, nobody's talking about SmackDown, nobody's talking about this head-to-head tonight. The only head-to-head people cared about was the head-to-head last night. You want to talk about numbers, you want to talk about ratings. I believe that we're currently standing at over 130 million people that casted their votes. Meanwhile, AEW can barely get 500,000 people to watch their shows. You know, it's the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you on election night.
Look at McMahon, right, throughout the years. He's tried to incorporate politics into WWE around the election.
Yeah, even mainstream stuff, when something's like taking off, man, you look at Mike Tyson, right, let's get him in.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen that in the past.
It should be utilised. It should be... I mean, I'm not saying they're ever going to... It's like, see with WWE on Netflix, it's like you would... Here, Netflix debuts around the time Trump gets in to the White House. How about you pardon McMahon live on Netflix?
I remember 2007 had like Barack Obama, well, not the real one, but someone playing him.
Yeah.
And they've had political figures on the show
Arrest
before.
those people!
But, I mean, now the wrestling fans today, they don't want that. They'd probably cry, especially if it was a political figure they didn't like. You know, they just want boring wrestling match.
Yeah, I don't think it matters where a wrestling event is in 2024. I just don't see Trump getting cheered.
No, definitely not. Anyway, Hogan says he couldn't be silent anymore after they took a shot at my hero. The guns, Hulkamania, had to run wild, brother. So yeah, following Trump's victory, Hogan has issued the following public statement via Instagram. He says, quote, brother, believe it or not, brother, we're more alike than we're different. This election season showed just how much we all care about where this country's headed. Now that the votes are in, let's remember, brother, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. We're all Americans, brother. It's time to come together, talk with our neighbors, focus on what unites us, brother. We all love this country, brother, and we're all in for building a better future, brother. Love you all, brother. HH. End of quote.
Right, tell you what.
There may have been a couple of added brothers in there.
Let me tell you something, brother, right? Obviously, Trump won, so Hogan, you might say, well, he's being humble here in victory. But it's like, listen to Hogan, listen to JD fans, listen to like Kane. They're saying Americans need to come together. You look at the other side, the Cornettes of this world, the Batistas of this world, the fucking Fruit Loops.
See if Kamala Harris won, man, I bet Cornette would be on, fuck you, Hulk Hogan, fuck you, Val Venus, fuck you, Donald, and it'd probably be mocking and laughing, but, I mean, you can see that there's people like Hogan out there, and Val Venus, and Kane, and I'm sure The Undertaker as well, that, I mean, now that they've won and they believe that they've got the best candidate to take their country forward, you know, they want the country to unite. Yeah. But I don't think a country can unite when it's so divided and you've got people that are so far leaning to like one particular side. I mean, the people that are on the right and the people that are on the left, yeah, you can unite, but if you're on the far left or the far right, then there is no uniting these people.
No, there ain't. I mean, Batista can whip out many uterus t-shirts, like, but at the end of the day, he's going to need to whip out a t-shirt with some balls.
No, but just just look at how unhinged Jim Cornette is, right? He's a guy that I've enjoyed some of his wrestling commentary. I think he's had a pretty decent career in the business. And yeah, I mean, I do value, or at least did value, some of the things he had to say. But I mean, even before he got political, and pretty much all he does now in his vids are get political. But you could clearly tell this was an unhinged guy. This was a guy that wasn't exactly all there, and that's partly one of the reasons why people used to love his rants. But I mean, a lot of people will rant, and sometimes, you know, it's not. I'm not saying it's fake, but some people will rant and put it on a little bit. Jim Cornette is a guy that when he's ranting, you genuinely believe that he's unhinged. I mean,
Jim Cornette's weird because, I mean, in my opinion, I think he's way more racist than what he would accuse Trump of being.
Oh, 100%.
Jim Cornette has come out and said that he doesn't want like men and women's sports. The more you look at Jim Cornette and some of the stuff he's come out with, you wonder how he's a Democrat. Because I'll tell you why. Because he comes out with no reasoning as to why he actually votes for Kamala Harris.
Just look at conversations and arguments and back and forwards between Jim Cornette, whether it be between him and Falfinas or whether it be between him and Vince Russo. You know, there's one side that is calm and bro. There's one side that is like calm and collected, and it will try and get their point across, and then there's another one that will just, you know, have a barrage of you know, like antagonistic words, and, you know, just verbally abuse the other side, and that's always Jim Cornette.
He's a keyboard warrior. He's a keyboard warrior.
But
Falfinas is going to say it to your face.
Yeah, but when you seen Falfinas debate Jim Cornette on Twitter, well, the debate was Falfinas was saying why he believes in this, and he was saying what Jim Cornette believes in, makes him this and that, and all Jim Cornette was doing was like dropping F-bombs, like F you, Fal, oh, you're part, I didn't realise you were part of the Trump Trump syndrome and the Trumpage, or your Trump card, and, you know, we see Jim Cornette, it's just baseless insults that don't really go anywhere.
Yeah, but no, why it's pathetic though.
No, but a lot of people accept that Jim Cornette and Vince Russo, they have heat. Vince Russo, I've never seen Vince Russo come out and attack Jim Cornette.
Yeah, but
like Jim Cornette attacks
you
Russo.
see the way they make light of CTE when it's like Kane or Falfinas or Taker.
Aye, Jim Cornette's making jokes of it and all this stuff.
Yeah, no, it's honest. It's pathetic. But you know, if it's elsewhere, like, oh, you can't make fun of that. It is ridiculous. It is absolutely cringy.
Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say about JD fans, but imagine Hulk was the VP.
He did call Trump Hitler once.
Well, there you go. But see, that just shows that Trump's a forgiving guy.
Yeah, no, of course it does. Yo, but that's it, right? It's a political preference. See, JD fans, he would have been drinking that Hillary Clinton Kool-Aid back in 2016, but he's fucking woke up since then. There's still time for Jim Cornette, Batista.
Nah, Jim Cornette.
Those two guys are too far gone.
Jim Cornette, Batista, Ron Perlman, those guys are lost causes, man. They ain't gonna switch sides.
See if Batista and Cornette and
yeah,
Ron
but
Perlman,
no, hold on.
No, but see if they just come out and accept. See if they actually come out and said, "Yo, we just hate Trump. That's it." Or if they just said, "Here, the abortion thing really grinds my gears. I don't care about the other policies. It's that." I can half accept it, but it's fucking orange man bad. Fuck him.
Yeah, but CM Punk's not unhinged like Jim Cornette.
No, he's cool and collected. He's just a fud.
And he's got his opinions, and that's fine. But with Jim Cornette, it's like...
Yeah, but Colt Cabana, he was coming out and saying the same pish. And CM Punk's buried Colt Cabana. They let him out of his fucking basement.
What are you on about?
Colt Cabana literally... it's almost like Colt Cabana copied CM Punk word for word. Check out his tweets earlier on today. Maybe there's a separate vid in it. It's pathetic.
Over Trump?
Over Trump.
What's that got to do with Punk?
Well, no, I'm saying the fact that Colt Cabana copied him. It just proves my point about Colt Cabana.
That CM Punk backs a guy that lives in his mother's basement?
Well, no, Punk said it first. My point is that like, people like Colt Cabana is pathetic, but him and Punk hate each other.
I don't get... What is your point?
I'm just saying Colt Cabana's a fucking loose cannon.
So but you said he just said what CM Punk said?
Yeah, he did.
But I'm saying CM Punk's not a loose cannon.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's ways to construct your argument.
So you're saying that Colt Cabana came out and kind of said the same things Punk did, but did it in like an enraged...
That's what I'm saying.
So he did it in a Cornette way.
But CM Punk is much... He is... See, when you hear Punk on podcasts, right? It's like... See, when Punk... Even when Punk's in the wrong, or I disagree with him, he comes across in a very disciplined manner. The rest of them are...
Yeah, but could you imagine Jim Cornette being pressed and having to give Jim Cornette having to give...
pressed.
Cornette having to give his opinions, man, he'd be losing... The guy can't have a calm conversation. I don't think the guy's capable of sitting down, relaxing, and actually getting a point across. All the guy can do is throw insults, drop F-bombs. And, you know, that's typical that people seem to think when you do that, you're winning arguments. You're just making yourself look like a crazy Fruit Loop. And that's what Jim Cornette is. And I refuse to believe that Jim Cornette's not lost fans for his actions.
Oh, no,
just
of course he's lost fans.
No, it's nothing to do with... Look at Foley. Foley's the biggest lefty, but I mean, he doesn't come across like Cornette.
No. Look at Ryback. He came out and supported Trump. Ryback's a fucking retard of the highest degree.
Yeah, Ryback's a
CM Punk's still right, by the way. Everything he said about Ryback.
Ryback's an absolute
The people on the left seem to think if you go a certain way, you have to completely agree with that person.
I don't think anybody... I can't imagine many people are going to fall out with Foley or, you know, dislike Foley over his opinions, whether they disagree with him or not. But with Cornette, it's like, you know, this guy's... He's just not all there.
Yeah, but the point is, like, everyone is just, like, burying, like, Taker, Kane. They're trying to rewrite history and say they sucked and say that Batista's better than Taker. Well, just because there's a political stance doesn't mean hee-haw, man. See Val Venus, is he better than Batista? No. I liked Val Venus, no matter what run it was, but he's not better than Batista or Foley. It is what it is. You know what I mean, though? It's ridiculous.
I kind of I like Val.
I like Val.
I'm never going to put him over Foley, but Batista, I don't know. Probably not,
Yeah, but you get my point.
I get your point. Anyway, guys, that's
Val Venus being a Democrat or Republican, when it comes to actual wrestling, does that make me go, ho, yeah, that match against Rikishi's that wee bit fucking better, no?
Nah, but people make it as if Val's he's a crazy conspirator. I mean, at least Val can construct his points and create compelling arguments. And that's more than anything I've ever seen for Jim Cornette.
Yeah, but I've noticed, like, CM Punk, he's kept relatively quiet.
Yeah, because he's not like Cornette, he's not unhinged. I mean, yeah, he's rather Valor one, like, but...
I mean, there's probably a bunch more fids to make on this. I mean, I'm scanning Dave Batista's Twitter, there's nothing. There's just him wearing a Her Body, Her Choice shirt.
Let's all pray for Dave Batista, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Absolutely. But to end it, Mick Foley did put up on Instagram 3 letters, SAD. Shad. I'm very shad.